Hello and welcome out to this week's episode of the Gamers Council. I'm your host, WEBDAVE, along with my mighty co-host, the mighty one himself, Hargeet Chani. What's up, Hargeet?
That's another day, another week, and of course, Xbox dead.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
Otherwise, things are good. Been playing some Outer Worlds too. It's a fun little game.
It is.
Somehow have to, like, I guess it's Stalker 2 and what's it? Spirity is going away from Game Pass in a couple of weeks. I need to like maybe get on those. They're very long games though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish those. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll try them at least. So
there you go.
But yeah. There's gaming, you know. And on the other side, there's whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
there's talking about Xbox dead.
Exactly. Talking about Xbox and not playing any games your own self. But anyway, that's right. Welcome. We have. Oh my gosh, so great to have this guy back. Silent Cypher. Not going to be silent tonight. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, just kidding.
Funny guy.
Good evening, guys. How are you? Sorry, I almost said morning. I just woke up from a nap, so bear with me for a second as I shake off the old man syndrome. Chat,
what's shaking?
Everyone. Oh God. Hargeet, Dave, it's great to be with you guys again. It's been too long. Hope everything's been good. Chat, is the social media side of things still a giant dumpster fire like it was a few days ago? Because I don't know about you, but I've actually been playing games on my systems and they're still working. I saw a whole bunch of Xboxes at Walmart this weekend too. Strange. They must not have gotten the memo that it's going out of business. It's weird.
There you go. So in the chat, we'll get to that in just a second, but they do have it now, Hargy, where you can adjust the size of the chat, so you can make it larger or smaller on the text thing. Yeah, that's cool. Finally, and you can even make it like going all the way across the screen or super tall. That's kind of cool. So we'll leave it regular, but bigger font. That way it's easier if you're watching on your television to kind of read some of the chat as it goes up. But we'll pull this one up and let you read this one.
All right, Southside Tim, Xbox dead. I don't care if they're delivering more first-party games than any other console, and I also have a new Xbox console officially announced from Satya, Phil, and Sarah. #Pony Cheers.
There you go. Oh my goodness. Big shout out again to Lotus Esprit. Last week, donated 350 memberships.
Whoa.
350 memberships. Let that sink in. That's we have our memberships are now $1 a piece. If you want one for yourself, you could buy one for $1, or you gifted them, like I said, which was a blessing. Amazing. Thank you, Lotus, for your generosity. Knows no bounds. Over 80 people in the chat right now. Some people got some memberships, including some. If you want, we got that. We got a membership right now. Hargeet, you want to read that one?
Well, there was. You mean like the gifted WebDave gets 5 WebDave memberships? Yeah,
I did.
that.
I did. I did. You know, got to get things rolling. It's not
plugs.
350, but you know, it's a start. But anyway, so yeah, we do appreciate everybody being here, and then of course, a renewal. Look, we got a renewal from our favorite chat member,
Fark you. How's it going? Member for 24?
Fark you. Just kidding. Oh, speaking of that, you know, it wouldn't be a show if Fark you didn't come up with something, and silent Cypher.
Oh shit.
Shit. You know, he loves you, man. He does. Fark you. He took our thumbnail, which I did our thumbnail, you know, and it's got Satya on it, right? Right?
Yep.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, Louis was saying that I should be Satya next year for Halloween. I was like, thanks. That's it's great.
Friends. Once you call it.
No, he did another one too.
Did he?
I think he was a little bit rushed on the other one he did, but this one looks very polished.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Very creepy looking.
Thank you, Fark you. I appreciate that.
Very good job.
Silent Cypher knows what's coming. That was in the chat.
As you said Fark you, I was like, yeah.
We love Fark you. Fark you's the best. In fact, I'm gonna have some work for him before long. I'll get in touch with you later, Fark you. We got some things for you to do. Go ahead, Hargeet.
Fark you gifts 5 WebDave memberships.
Thank you so much, sir. We greatly appreciate your generosity. Fark you's amazing. So talented, so much fun, and a great member of the community. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, Satya never looks sexier. It's what I saw in the chat right there. Look at that. Aw, how about that? Aw.
I don't know what to think. Like when I see it, I find myself like staring into it. Like, am I in there? I am in there, kind of. It's just, it's so weird.
He does really good at mixing, doesn't he? The blend is so good.
He does, and he's super fast at it too. I don't know what he's using, but he's super fast at it.
His talent.
Yes.
It's it. 115 people here watching us live right now, guys. Wow. Thank you all so much for watching us here on either YouTube or on X. And if you're watching this or listening to it later, I should say, on audio, welcome. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show because we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. We got so much good stuff to talk about. So much that I'm going to ask Hargeet, where would you like to go first? So much. How about that commercial? Right. Did you see the commercial?
Let's just do that commercial. It's kind of funny. The Xboxer.
Exactly. I got that. I know it's right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me pull it up. So go to that one. Add your stage. Go full screen. The new Xbox commercial, which I think is actually pretty funny. Let's go. Make sure I got volume up. Yep. Here we go.
Hi, I'm an Xboxer, and this is an Xbox. So is this, and this, and this. How? With an Xbox controller. Connect it with Bluetooth. Have Xbox Game Pass and take your progression and achievements anywhere. This is an Xbox. And this is also an Xbox with a controller built in.
There you go. I love it. Too funny. Welcome, Joey. What's up, buddy? Joey Honda. I love it. In the chat. Always great to see Joey.
Can I just say, I saw some screenshots of people freaking out about this on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
And God bless, people were losing their ever-loving minds the idea that a controller is your Xbox. They were freaking out. They're like, what? No, that's not like they were trying to do whatever mental gymnastics they could when it's like literally it connects to everything that you have internet access to be a system. Like it's literally right there. But I will tell you, I saw this trailer like super early in the morning when it first posted, and I didn't have sound to it when I was first seeing it. And so all I saw initially was him fighting with the controller in his hand, and I was like, "Oh no, they're bringing back motion control." I was like, "Shit, what are we doing?" So then I went back and I listened to it with audio. I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah,
we dodged a bullet.
we did. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. But with this new AI chip and backwards compatible technology, who knows what might be coming our way in the future? I mean, as long as Nintendo doesn't make it out of cardboard, we might be pretty good. Just saying. Oh, Al hurts. Oh, Hargeet, that head hurt. You want to read that, Hargeet? That's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, let's do that. There's no lead. Wait. There's an actual Series X in a commercial? But I thought Xbox was dead and not supporting consoles anymore.
Oh
man. I don't
Somehow
know.
somebody at Xbox didn't get that memo. Oops.
Well, someone's getting fired, clearly.
Exactly. There you go. Well, let's read that now.
Mac, $5. WebDave, Hargeet, Cypher. It's a little weird watching a podcast this weekend without the MS Xbox 8. Don't worry, I'll get used to it. LMAO. Yeah.
Thanks, Mac. We appreciate you, buddy. And yeah, it's I don't know. I thought the show that Dirt and Shaun did, TTS, on Friday was absolutely immaculate, fantastic, so funny, so spot on. I even got to jump in at the end with them. And it's just, I mean, let's face it, man. PlayStation fanboys, the ponies, the diehard crazy ass motherfuckers that just have no room in their heart for anybody else but PlayStation, not even girlfriends or anything. It's all about the Sony brand and how they can suck it off. Sorry, was it out loud? Oh, sorry, that was kind of gross. But but the point is, that's all they can do. They can talk bad about Xbox because they have nothing to talk about themselves. There's no good like Jim Ryan and his cookies. There is nothing good. They have nothing. Ghost of Yote. We haven't got any numbers for that yet. I wonder why. I mean, it looks pretty good, but silent. There's no numbers. Why not?
Isn't it
I
weird?
thought there were 2.6 million or something like that. Was that
Was
right?
it? Was it?
I think they got. Yeah, I think they got somewhere a little over 2 mil, but you would never know.
The first
part anyone was playing that game,
right?
At all, because like
ponies aren't playing it, or at least not on their shows.
No, there were a couple people I saw where it's like all they were doing was sitting there talking about Xbox.
Yeah.
Like every hour on the hour, you'd see a post like, "Oh, this is the reason why Xbox is failing. Oh, this is the reason why the ROG Ally is in Xbox. Oh, this is the reason why back compat's not going to work." I was like, Jesus Christ, do you play video games or are you just sitting here playing Twitter? Because I don't know how they have any time in the rest of their day to play any video games. They spend so much time on Twitter. It's shocking.
They're playing with their Twitter.
Yeah, they're twatter.
Sorry.
It's
water. Oh shit.
And Bram Stroker, Spark you, gifts one WebDave membership.
Dang, look at that picture though. It's a damn sexy looking man right there. That's what I'm saying. It's goddamn sexy. I wish I looked that good.
Dang, fashion.
Wish I had that much
membership
hair.
renewal for 7 months.
I know. Congratulations on the membership, and thank you, Bram Stroker, for doing that. Halloween over and with now. I guess we'll have to move on. Never forget. I know you won't let me forget, Fargy. Fargy, you won't let me forget. Fargy is relentless. 137 watching us live right now. That's awesome. I'm digging that. It's pretty cool. Where do we want to go now, guys? Where do we want to go? So many topics to choose from. Yeah, go ahead.
I guess. I mean, so I'm not on Twitter anymore, so I don't see it as much. Obviously, Hargeet's not playing around in that that
Nope, I am.
filth either. Are you actually seeing anyone like? I don't know what accounts you have blocked or if you have them blocked or anything.
anybody
Are
blocked.
you seeing anything from Yote at all?
No.
Like, okay.
And I even follow PlayStation and a few other ones because of their slander, that it's good to have access to them when they make fools of themselves, for the salt.
Because I mean, being 100% fair, like I see screenshots from friends about what's happening on Twitter. So like it could be painted a certain way. So I don't know what it actually looks like in a day to day. So if you're not seeing anything, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, right? Like they always talk about how this new game is going to be amazing. And the funny thing is that thing's still probably going to get voted for Game of the Year. And I hope Expedition 33 gets it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff pulled a rope-a-dope.
Oh, it's DS2. It's DS2.
Well, at least the other better get nominated.
It's Death Stranding 2.
You think so?
It's 90, if not like right close to 90 meta, and it's his chance to just pour over Kojima. Come on, tell me how that's not like a.
You mean glaze?
It's not like a Hollywood script written for Jeff Keighley. Come on, like
and
nothing against Jeff, but he loves Kojima. It just is what it is, and you just know that's going to be favored. It's very highly rated. So it is what it is.
So you're saying next year, OD might have a chance?
No, because it has Xbox written all over it. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. You have to accept reality, right? It's a PlayStation published Kojima game with a high meta rating. I can't see it not being the winner.
The thing that's wild to me though is like you mentioned 2.6 mil for sales on that thing. How, because they love to parade it. How many consoles has the PS5 sold now?
It's like 80 something, I guess. I don't know.
What percentage is that of the install base on that hardware that's actually played that damn game?
Not a lot.
Shit. It's almost like 5%. I don't know.
It's almost like what we've been saying for the last couple of years.
Is 3 1/4.
Yeah, like they're not enough. Like had that thing released all over the place, we would have probably seen some pretty good numbers from it. But sitting on just one ecosystem, like I don't know why they keep doing this to themselves. Like I know their vocal minority fan base is freaking out about it, and that's what they have to have as like a security blanket for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, like, doesn't the company want to make money?
You'd think.
So
we know they want to make money. That's why they've changed out their leadership.
Yeah.
They put Helldivers 2 on Xbox. They literally put their own game on Xbox.
Yeah.
They absolutely want to make money.
And then,
that's absolutely what's happening.
And then other ones are seeing it too, right? Because we've been hearing talks about Silent Hill 2 jumping the fence here in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
At the showcase. So yeah, I mean, we saw it with Final Fantasy, right? Like Square Enix jumped out and was like, hey, we understand what's going on. We want to get our games out to as many people as possible.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how long it's going to take before we see the next Sony proper property get kicked over to Xbox side.
I don't know. It'd be nice if something did come soon. I know there's some fan art that looks pretty good for Spider-Man, Horizon, and a couple other games. Who knows?
I've heard rumblings about Miles Morales coming over, which I know it's the smaller of the two games that are currently available over on that side of it, but yeah, I think
like the original Spider-Man would come first, though. It just seems like that would be the one.
That would be my thought, but I heard more
remember
about
that
Miles Morales.
When it came out on PS5 was a bundle, at least the one I bought, had the remaster for Spider-Man 2018 plus Miles, right? So they could just put that out. That gives you a double bundle of both, you know?
Yeah.
I definitely could. Do you want to read that little snippet there?
Sure. Sappho. I use my PS5 for podcast, movies, and old games. Yote was the only game I bought this year on PS.
Savo,
I mean,
what do you think about it? Tell us in the chat. What do you think about it? Was it good? Did you like it?
I hope it's good. I don't know. I want to play it. I'm
Yeah.
still looking
It
forward to it,
looks-
but when it comes to PC, whenever it comes to
It
PC,
looks
I'll
it
buy
looks
there.
good, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
again like I don't run into a FOMO situation with this stuff at this point in
Exactly.
time. So
I just
it's
don't
like
care.
I'll get to it when it's out.
I'll wait.
I don't. Yeah.
Given the amount of games that just came out, it's like it's impossible to play all of them at
Yeah.
the same time anyway. So it's like, yeah, whatever.
Dude, we've literally had to keep putting down one game to go to a different game to check out a different game. Like
It's crazy.
we had all that stuff just release, and I literally just found myself pulled away from all the other releases the last couple weeks, playing Plants vs Zombies with my kid because there's a co-op, right? So it's
Isn't
just
there
like
that ball pit game.
yeah, ball pit, just so freaking good. Yes, I think I've already put a
I don't
couple
know if you
days
guys have
into
played
that
it yet.
one. Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Funny.
Oh my God.
so good.
It's like an amped up Vampire Survivors.
It is. And then we literally got extra content announced for Vampire Survivors as well. So it's like,
Yeah, which is cool.
where's the time? Like, we don't have the time for it. It's,
Oh
it's
my goodness.
awesome. It's great. But
Peel on $2. No. Stop everything. Play my damn theme song.
They see me rolling.
Watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go. He be rollin' down the street, he be rollin' to the beat.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Peel up in the house. Look, Fonz Gaming's in the house too. What's up, Fonz?
hey,
Oh
Fonz.
yeah.
Phones.
Good seeing you, buddy. Good seeing you. Oh man. That's good.
Okay, for topics, let's talk about the TikTok topic. Speaking of social media.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see. It was the pivot. Yeah, and I know I got that here. Yep, here we go. We'll start this one off with a little our buddy Plume from Plume Network, where he talks about the little pivot here. We'll play his clip from his show, which he does a daily podcast, by the way. Who's fan-fucking-tastic. We love Plume. Tony is amazing, and if you're not subscribed to him, do it. Do it now. Come on. Anyway, here we go. Tony, you're the man.
Xbox's competition isn't other gaming platform. It is TikTok. He says this: I'm really looking forward to the next console and what's the next for PC gaming. But most importantly, the gaming business model is where we have to invent some new types of interactive media as well. Gaming's competition is not other gaming. Gaming's competition is short form video. So if we as an industry don't continue to innovate both how we produce, what we produce, how we think distribution, the economic model, the best way to innovate is to have good margins. That's how you can fund innovation. And I agree with the fact that their competition is short video, is other media forms. It isn't always just directly the other console platform. People have chosen their consoles, and we can see this. If you track the sales of PlayStation, you track the sales of Xbox, relatively the same from PS4 to PS5, from Xbox One to Xbox Series X and S. They've already chosen the console that they're playing on, and there really isn't that much Xbox could do to get people to go out and switch their platform when they've already have built up a massive digital catalog in a platform for years, for generations. It's very hard to pull people away from that. But what they can try to do is grab their attention away from anything else, like short form video, like TikTok, like even playing on other console platforms, and try to bring it over to Xbox. That's obviously what he's saying here. That is their goal. And if you're putting Xbox on a phone, somebody's phone, they pick it up, the Xbox app is there, they click that rather than clicking TikTok, they're going to win a lot more attention than just locking everything to a singular box where they actually, customers have to physically go sit down, turn the Xbox on, and consciously choose to play games that day rather than scroll TikTok. When it's on your phone, it's far easier for people to select that instead of putting their attention to other forms of media. So that part makes complete sense. And he is focusing, I would say, more on the casual gamer side of things, not on the hardcore person.
There you go. All right. So, Hargeet, your thoughts on what Plume had to say, and of course, the overall conversation at TikTok. I mean, it seems like the whole thing for TikTok is that it's it's little bite size, it's little bits, it's fast paced, it's flowing, it's continuing to move and grow. That's what they want to take advantage of.
Well, it's not only that, it's the competition from it. And by the way, this isn't just Xbox. Shaun Layden said this a year ago.
Right.
It's the same problem, and it's the entire industry has to compete with this. It just is what it is, right? You make a game, let's say it's 100-hour game. That's 100 hours somebody has to put into this versus scrolling through YouTube videos or scrolling through TikToks. And like, this is just the way that people spend time on that. How much time do any of us spend just watching YouTube videos? We're on this right now. We're on YouTube right now. Right.
Please watch us.
Like that's literally, we're taking away time from gaming. That's just the way it is. Right. And that's what they're pointing out is like, this is the growing medium. People are on their phone. Just, if they have 10 minutes, they're just watching stuff on social media, whether it's on TikTok or Snapchat, Instagram, whatever all the other ones are, and X, Blue Sky, right? Another one that's coming up, or they're watching YouTube, whatever, some short form videos. They're not going to spend the time playing a game, and that's what they're trying to figure out. Is like, okay, well, if you're going to get them hooked into a gaming medium, how do you get that 3-minute hook? How do you get that 5-minute hook where they can go in, play, and come out? And because if you can't do that, then they're going to go watch a video, right? And then that's kind of the world we're in. It's unfortunate. It is what it is, right? But if you say, hey, I want the next Elder Scrolls, not everybody's going to gravitate towards that. They're just not, okay? So, but there are people that will, right? I'm playing Outer Worlds 2. That's a good 40, 50, 60-hour game. Not everybody's going to say, I want to spend that kind of time. It's just the way it is, right? And so they're like saying, okay, fine, let's meet that customer. But let's also meet the customer who wants to spend 10 minutes gaming. How do I do that? Well, that's Candy Crush. That's an example of a game that does that, right? There's plenty of others. And that's why, by the way, Candy Crush just prints money, right? Is because it is that short form. Hey, I've got 5 minutes at a coffee break. Keep playing, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm out. That's it. It's just that simple. And then it keeps getting transactions. They keep playing. That's it. And they make tons of money with that simple game. That's what they're looking at. And they're saying, how do we take advantage of that? It's the world we're in, right? We can meet the demands of the high-end RPG player. No problem. We got that. We own it. It's fine. We got those games. We can meet the FPS games. We got some good third-person games now. Adventure games. We've got that. How do we meet that 5-minute gamer? How do we meet that gamer? How do we get them there? And so that's what, and it's not just Xbox. They're just recognizing that industry has to deal with this. Right. And the industry is trying to figure out how do we get there. Right. So some of it is to try to attract them into something that maybe is longer form. That's great. If you can do that, that's great. Right. But you need to be there if you want to get their attention and then get their money. That's always what it's about, engagement and money. Right. And so that's what they're looking at. They're totally right. If you want to get to 3 billion, right, they're at $500 million now. They want to get to 3 billion. You're going to have to do these kind of things. You're going to have to find ways to meet the player where they are, meet them at the level they can engage with, and see if they can engage with you or not, right? And that's what they're looking at. And I think that's the right thing to do. There's no way around that. That doesn't mean forego all the stuff we're doing now, right? That doesn't mean stop making Elder Scrolls. No, make Elder Scrolls. For those who want it, it's there. Absolutely. Make the next Outer World. No problem. It's really, how do you engage with that extra customer that isn't going to come to you? That's just not going to be there, right? So how do you get there? And yeah, they have to look at it. Absolutely. You want to grow another 2 billion players? You're going to have to do this. And you're going to have to compete with a TikTok that's going to take them 30 seconds, right? And they get their enjoyment and they're done, right? So that's what you got to compete with. It's the attention, right? And so I understand what they're doing, and that's kind of what they need to do. So I understand what they're saying. Hopefully people aren't taking it as we're getting out of the normal traditional gaming market. No. They're just trying to expand. They want to get to the 2 billion.
Hell yeah.
They want to expand up to the 3 billion. They want the extra 2 billion. How do you get there? This is how you get there. That's the way it is. So that's what they're trying to do, right? So at least that's how I see it. And so I agree with them, and I agree with Shaun. He was saying the same thing. Our competition here is short form video that's taking time away, because ultimately, no matter what, you can make a bazillion games. People have to have time to play it. It's what we complain about, right? Is I have too many games. How do I finish my backlog? that's the reality, right? Like
Yep.
I can get 200 games a day. I can't play 200 games a day. That's just not an option, right? So that's what you got to do. You got to figure out how you can get enough time from each gamer, and see if you can fit in within their their available free time, so that you can get something from them, right? That's how it works. So this is just the world we're in. It is what it is. So it doesn't surprise me.
Before Silent goes, I want to, and Hargeet, just to come back at you on this, and not come back at you, but I mean, just to kind of throw back at you, but they spent a lot of money on the ABK deal. And part of the ABK deal was mobile, because mobile games like Candy Crush, that's that quick turnaround gameplay. You're playing it for 10, 15 minutes. You're on your break. You're on the bus. And they're spending money. They're making money off that. And those are quick little bits, games sizes to them. That really kind of fills in that void. Do you think? Or do you think that's maybe why they bought them?
And it's not easy to replicate those over and over again, right? It seems like, hey, why doesn't everybody just make a Fortnite? Well, because Fortnite exists.
Right.
It's very hard to do that again. We got the new craze coming out with Arc Raiders, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's yet to be seen if Arc Raiders will have the feet under it to stay alive for the next 2 years, right? A lot of these games come out right up in front. They're awesome. Like everybody's enthusiastic. It's great. And then fizzle. And so like we will see if it like holds itself up, right? If it can stay there for like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you got something, right? Candy Crush has been around for a long time. Tell me how many games are in that category. It's very hard. It's very hard to stay relevant for a very long time. I mean, Call of Duty, like Activision Blizzard King is awesome at this, right? World of Warcraft's been around for how long?
Long time.
You got Candy Crush. How long has it been around? These games just stick around. Call of Duty, they just stick around. It's hard to replicate that. It's not easy to just say, hey, I'm going to make the COD killer. Good luck. Who's done it? Nobody. It's very hard to do. You can have a very good game. It's hard to displace what's already there. It's tough.
Yep.
So, we will see if somebody else can replicate that, but they already have one and they spent a ton of money for it. And for good reason. It literally prints money for them every year. It just prints money for them.
Yeah.
So why not? It's a good idea. So that king part of it that usually people forget about is actually a very, very, very important part. It gives them a very substantial part of the mobile gaming market. It'd be great if they could expand it, but they've tried, and it's not easy to do with many other things that have been shut down, that have been tried. It's not easy to do. So Pokemon Go is another one that I remember kind of had its like heyday for a while.
Yep.
You had Angry Birds.
I played the shit out of that.
Is that now Sega? Is it Sega who bought Robio? Yep. Somebody bought Robio.
Sega owns them,
right?
Yes.
You got Zynga, right, with Take-Two. It's not the easiest thing to do. There are a couple that kind of have like a enough to keep going, but I mean, Candy Crush is it's crushing it.
It is Candy Crushing it.
So, yep. So, but yeah, they will keep trying, but that's what they need to do. And they need to find, they have the one with King. How do you make that next hook that's like that? How do you make something it's not an easy thing to do though. So
I'll let you read that.
And we got Paris. Sorry, Xbox, your console is a $5,000 PC. Your Kmart pass is $60 per month. AKA Xbox is dead. I got a picture for that. Yes, Xbox is dead.
Hey, Paris, have you seen that picture? Looks great. Looks so handsome. Good old Farq you. Good old Farq you. There you go. Silent Cypher, what is your thoughts on this? And then we'll get to that super chat after this, but I want to go ahead and get your thoughts on that.
Sure. So it's an interesting situation that Microsoft finds themselves in with this. Right, because like I understand what he's saying is like trying to take away that mind share, take away that time share that something like TikTok Shorts or YouTube Shorts, whatever, like what those things are. That's a great thought. It looks great on paper. is difficult to actually deliver that, right? Because like what Hargeet was saying is you've got to nail that real short time pick up and play. Microsoft has tried it in the past. They tried it with stuff like Forza Streets. They tried it was the Doom game also on mobile, which like they were good games. They were enjoyable. But the problem was it felt like they never really had much of a game plan for it after the first few months. It felt like it didn't take off the way that they were hoping for. They didn't really support it past then, and it just kind of fizzled away. And you look at something like Clash of Clans, you look at stuff like Candy Crush, stuff like that, like those have stayed on, and the longevity has been there because they found that like 30-second dopamine push of fun, where like you got that 30 seconds of fun on repeat over and over and over again. It's the reason why the original Halo and Halo 2 were so good also, is because like they nailed that time to kill. They nailed that dopamine rush of going in, having something happen, and then going right back to the battle. Candy Crush is a prime example of that. And so I think it's really good for them, the fact that they've got someone like a partner in King that can come to the table with maybe some other options besides just Candy Crush. Because let's face it, like Candy Crush isn't for everyone. Like I've played it, I enjoy it. It's a fun, easy idle clicker type of thing. You just sit there and just play. But it's not everyone's thing. Like not everyone's into the super colorful, like fun environments that thing provides. Something more like a Doom where you're crushing a whole bunch of skeletons, killing stuff like that. That is something that would have done well. And I feel like something like Forza Street or the Doom mobile game both kind of suffered because they came out at a bad time. They came out before King got like fully implemented into the business. So, it makes me wonder if maybe at some point they'll dip their toes back in. They know that Forza Horizon is a very big, very popular IP for them now. Like it's one of their main tent poles. It knocked the original Motorsport out of place. So maybe we'll see another game where they could like throw one of those into there. But I think that's the thing is like they're going to have to try and put more mobile games out. And there might be a little bit of reluctancy there because Microsoft has put mobile games out before and they failed. But I think the problem was, again, I think it was a mindset thing, is they released those ones. They expected them to just blow up and just be the biggest things ever. And they didn't really do that. And they weren't really willing to continue on with them or support them the way that they probably should have. And that's where King comes in as a perfect partner, is because they've been doing this for years with Candy Crush. They know how to do this. So maybe they can lean on that expertise and bring more of these type of things out there. And I saw Joey mention it in chat, is like, I don't watch TikTok anymore. I don't watch them since they banned my account for no reason personally. But that's a me thing. But like YouTube Shorts, I'll match it to YouTube Shorts, is like I go into that thinking, well, I'm just going to watch one or two videos real quick. And then 30 minutes later, 45 minutes later, you're still sitting there scrolling the damn videos. And I think that's what it is like you have to have the approachability of it, right? It's like, oh, well, I'm just going to pick this up and play it for a second. You have to get that thought that like, well, I'm not going to be here for hours.
Right.
Because like, granted, most of us will be like, well, I'm going to watch a 10-second video and then they're there for 45 minutes. It's about getting that like comfortable approach, like feeling like, oh, well, I'm not going to waste my whole day if I go over here and play this game for a minute. It's trying to get it to the point where it's actually approachable and it's kind of an impulse thing for people to do. And that's tricky because like the videos and stuff, again, it hits a dopamine trigger and it gets you, like someone gets hit in the balls with their skateboard, you laugh and then you scroll and you watch again and again and again. And I'll be very curious as to how like Microsoft and ABK or the King can actually make this work moving forward. Because again, like it's it's a lot harder to be like, well, I'm just going to play this game for 4 or 5 minutes versus, well, I'm just going to watch these couple videos real quick and I'll just be done. I'm still going to spend way more time on the videos than the 2 or 3 videos I was planning on watching.
Mhm.
And so I'd be very curious as to how they're going to make something that is basically addictive, like a drug, for people to click on and just get, involved in and waste their entire day, just like what those YouTube videos and TikTok videos do.
Mhm.
It seems like a big ask. Like I really like the idea. I understand where they're going with it, but it seems like it could be a struggle to get something like that going. Because like Hargeet was saying, is something like Candy Crush, those don't come around often.
Mm-mm.
Like you get 1 or 2 of those, and then you get like 200 or 300 others that fail. So I'll be very curious to see how they approach this. If they release a couple, so something like a Vampire Survivors, something like
Mhm.
that, prime example.
Perfect. Yeah.
Something like that. You get something like that going, and it is a time suck. And you will just sit there and play for hours and hours and hours. Even though your intent was to do like one run of 20 minutes, you will be there for hours because that game just feels like an addiction on its own. So curious to see what they throw at this. Hopefully we'll see a resurgence of some of the other games that they've canned previously. Like I said, the Forza and something like the Doom games.
Mhm.
I think if done properly, those could be really good as a mobile game, but it's got to have the support and it's got to have more of that draw to it than they did previous.
Agreed. I agree with that 100%. And like I said, with King in place, they have a team of people that know how to make a game work in a mobile form to still make the money that they need to back it to put it out. One thing I do like, I'll mention this, Hargeet, is that like with Candy Crush Saga, I think is what it is. In Game Pass, you can get a bonus trigger thing that you can get just by having a Game Pass subscription, and you click on some monthly thing and you get like a whole bunch of little coinage and stuff to use it, which entices you to spend more money, but still you get some bonus free items. You can even now use your Game Pass rewards that you earned. There's actually sections now where you can buy stuff for Sea of Thieves, like, so you can throw stuff at them as far as like, coinage there. You get stuff for Minecraft, coins there that you can spend in Minecraft, and also the mobile game Candy Crush is also something you can spend by using, it's all circle of life, baby. Just keep it going. That's the way to do it. Let's get to this super chat and go from there.
All right. RC Polygons, $10. It's clear that MS wants you to go through them at every point of buying and playing your games, from OS to storefront to hardware to games. Take-Two or Valve would fit that. Storefronts and games. Yeah, there's that. Acquisitions. Adidas, member for 25 months.
Thank you, Adidas. Appreciate you upping that. Resubscribing again. We appreciate that greatness. You guys are awesome. So many great members of the community in chat hanging out with us right now. We got 234 people watching us live on YouTube and on TikTok. People in the chat. It's great on TikTok. It was funny. We were just talking about TikTok. On X. Actually, couldn't set it up on TikTok. We do have an account now. Maybe we'll do that in the future. TikTok. Just saying. But yeah.
Point.
Go ahead.
But this is what they need to tackle, right, Joey? Is you can't tackle that. Video shorts is the most laziest time killers of all time, and sometimes people are lazy to pick up a controller or thinking to do actions. They'd rather scroll and watch. What if you change that paradigm and say the controller is your controller? So this is my controller. It doesn't have to be an actual controller. Mm-hmm. It's up to them to figure out how to do it. I'm not saying it's going to look like a normal Xbox game. That's what you got to take out. You just got to think outside the box and say, how do I make it so it's a game, but you don't have to feel like you're exerting yourself. You just play.
And you know how a lot of these games. Go ahead, Cypher. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's something like Jackbox. The reason why Jackbox is such a successful thing is, like, when you play that, you're not picking up a controller. This is your controller.
Yep.
And you can play it all over. Like I used to do a bunch of streams on Twitch, and back when Mixer was still around, rest in peace. I used to do streams on there where like I'd just throw it up on there and we'd be playing at home, but other people would jump in and start playing across the internet because I was just streaming the game. And you just end up with like a ton of people. Like I would argue I probably got more people dipping in and out because of Jackbox, because of the ease of use of jumping into that thing, than anything else I've ever streamed. Because they love to jump in there, make a couple funny jokes, bounce out and stuff. Like you have to find that trigger to get someone interested. And the easier it is, again, the accessibility thing, like having your phone as your controller makes it infinitely more approachable for people.
Agreed.
Yeah. And Mac, member for 9 months.
Thank you, Mac. Appreciate you re-upping there. So good having members join it. And membership on this channel is only $1. That's it. That's all. That is as low as we can go. $1, but that gets you access to over 30 emojis, including this week's guest emoji. That's right. Silent Cypher himself, the silent one emoji.
I didn't even realize you had that picture.
Yeah, so sexy. There you go. We got all kinds of emojis and good stuff going on, including some holiday themed ones. Master Chief with a Santa hat on, all kinds of good stuff. So yeah, Hargeet's in there, myself is in there as well, along with Dirt Griggity. We have Dirt on there. Sometimes we have Shaun on there. We mix it up. We put him in there as well too. So we love having Dirt and Shaun. Speaking of Dirt Griggity,
if you like this video, please hit the like button.
Thanks, Dirt. We love hearing from Dirt. He is great. The best show on YouTube is the Dirt Griggity and Shaun 786, and of course on Mondays with their Weebly Green with Joey, and of course Ray is also very, very funny. Love watching their show. If you want some humor and also some good salt talk, there you go. That's the way to do it. Oh goodness, we have some more membership gift in there. Hargeet.
There we go. Phoenix Freestar gives 5 WebDave memberships.
Thank you, Phoenix. We appreciate that, bud. That is so awesome, man. I tell you, it's good, man. It's really good. We appreciate all the generosity, and like I said, with the lowering the price makes it so much easier for an access, because that's the whole point. This is supposed to be fun, interactive, and you guys have fun. And we are working on doing some TTS, the actual monster stuff that like Alex does and Ray does so well. We're working on that, so hoping in the future podcast we'll be able to, where you can interrupt the shit out of us while we're talking stuff. It'll be fun. It'll be so much fun. Oh goodness. Hargeet, where would you like to go next on our topic list?
Should we just talk about the big one, which is the Windows Central report?
I've got it right here.
Game Pass, or
let's see it. I got the okay, I got that, and then I just hit the wrong button. Shit. Damn it. All right, well, there's a little snippet we'll hear from Satya, and then we'll actually go right into the article. How's that sound? Let me pull that back up, because I'm a dumbass. Tell you what, you hit the wrong button, Hargeet, to close it right up like a dummy. Sorry. Anyway, sorry. That's from Kentucky speaking. Let's see. We'll play a little snippet here from Satya's interview, which kind of triggered this whole thing, this whole report and stuff too. So let's get into that. What do you think? Play it.
Go.
How big of a deal was writing a $1 billion check back then? I mean, it's a big company, Microsoft. We think it makes revenues around $1 billion a business day. Was it one day of work for you, or was it weeks of negotiation? Seriously, did you build memos? Like, were you building Excel sheets? Like, what were you thinking?
Even at Microsoft, you kind of have to get a board approval to just go throw $1 billion out there. But I must say it was not that hard to convince anyone that this is an important area and it's going to be risky. Like, I mean, in retrospect, I mean, who would have thought, hey, I didn't put in that, $1 billion saying, oh yeah, this is going to be a 100 bagger. Yeah. Right? I mean, that's not like what was going through our head. Which I think this is a partnership that, I mean, by the way, remember, this is a non-profit, right? And I think, Bill even said, you're going to burn this $1 billion, right? And
I think I played the wrong clip.
Had a little bit of high risk tolerance.
Yeah, this is the AI one, right?
It is the AI one. You know what? Let's just go to the article. David, I queued up the wrong thing, but that's all right. We got this one. Share the screen instead. Let's get into the article. Hargeet, I'm gonna let you read bits and pieces, and I'll try and find another clip.
All right. All right. So you want me to just read from what we have here?
Go for it.
All right. So Microsoft's CEO Satya Nadella is looking forward to the next Xbox. We want to do innovative work on the system side on both console and PC. But apparently they're not making consoles. In a new interview, Microsoft CEO offered some rare comments on Xbox's gaming strategy, talking up the new console and musing on the death of the Xbox exclusive. Xbox isn't going anywhere, for now at least. Microsoft's gaming division has had a difficult few months. Competition from other forms of entertainment, tariffs from the Trump administration, mass layoffs, and a sprint of contradictory strategy changes has stressed the Xbox brand. Sony's PS5 has thoroughly smashed the Xbox in global sales, forcing Xbox to put its flagship franchise Halo onto its arch nemesis platform. Yet Xbox soldiers on. There are still tens of millions of Xbox customers, many of whom subscribe to Xbox Game Pass, delivering stable, ongoing revenue for the platform. Microsoft's acquisition of Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Candy Crush has boosted the division's profitability and made it larger than Windows itself by revenue. We reported exclusively this week that Xbox is slated to deliver a more open console next gen, powered by full Windows 11, opening up access to PlayStation and Steam games via other storefronts too.
There you go. There's a comment we want to read real quick.
From Will the Broke Boy, whatever the heck he calls himself these days. but Satya didn't say Xbox, he said console. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he was talking about Nintendo consoles. He's going to be making the next Nintendo console.
Yeah. It checks out.
Wow. Got a scoop here from Hargeet.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's one of the many other console developers out there.
Wow. There you
Yeah.
go.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I felt like a bunch of people were losing their minds over the idea that the guy didn't say Xbox. Like, again, I think I talked about this previously, but it's like they just invested like $70 billion into an acquisition. I'm pretty sure that Satya remembers Xbox. I don't think he has to say it all the time. I don't need the attaboy pat on the back saying like, oh, we're recognized as a gaming industry or like Xbox or whatever. Like, if it's what you're looking for, I don't know what to tell you. Like, he of course he is invested because he wants money back from it. He's very well aware of Xbox. It didn't slip his mind. Like, he literally was just talking. Like, if you want him to say Xbox every time, I guess we could AI it in and just post it for people just to make it feel better. But like, I don't know why you need that constant validation. Like, grow up, just play the games, enjoy what's coming out. Like, God, I don't know. Aggravated me when I saw that. I was like, why is that what we're getting upset about? But it made a lot.
They need to, because of goalposts. Exactly. It's it. It's exactly right.
Exactly.
Goalposts.
Pony goalposts. Like, it made a lot of sense because like as soon as it got quiet with something else, they're like, well, shit, what else do we have in the hopper? Oh, that's right. Satya didn't say anything about Xbox. Clearly the business is over. You know, like you always got to find something else. Like, that's what they do every single time. Blows my mind.
Exactly. That's kind of Vic wrote.
Pony said PlayStation Spider-Man is a PC game and not a PlayStation game.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever. So when he talks, Satya also talks about other parts of the business. When he says cloud, does he mention Azure? Does he mention Office 365?
Right. Exactly.
He just says cloud. Exactly. You know why? Because it's an umbrella of technologies that he has under him that make him tons and tons of billions of dollars. That's all he cares about. I don't understand why it matters. He doesn't have to say the Word or Excel to understand that those are products that Microsoft sells. It does not matter.
When I'm working at my job and acronyms come up, I don't constantly talk out the entire acronym over and over and over again, assuming that someone just barely tuned in because they don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I just talk it like I talk, I talk the business like I would talk the business to someone that's in my cubicle. He's talking about it the same way he would normally talk it. Like, I don't think anyone told him, like, make sure you emphasize that Xbox is there, because people are so insecure that if they don't hear Xbox, they're going to lose their shit. And like,
Ponies are insecure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're going to go check
exactly.
out their local Walmart and see if the stock has suddenly been like exhausted and they're getting rid of the shelf.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness. Yes, everything has to be a problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
Yikes.
Let's play this little clip here from Plume again, a different clip. That I think this is what I was actually going for, was more of the article from about the hybrid type PC thing that he was talking about.
He is absolutely saying that the next console is a PC hybrid. So to me, it's a future that I'm actually pretty excited for, especially in the way that I currently consume video games, which is PC and console. It's Steam and it's Xbox mainly. Also the Nintendo Switch 2 this year, as it did just drop. So to me, that's an exciting future that they're going to be bringing that all together, being able to choose where you want to boot up into. If you're wanting to boot in Windows 11, or if you're wanting to boot via the Xbox console experience, I probably would spend like 95% of my time in the Xbox console experience. But it is also here showing that it's taken Xbox, it's taken Microsoft specifically this long to realize that Windows is the PC platform that majority of people play their games on, and they allowed Steam to come in there and take it over and be the dominating storefront in there, where they absolutely dropped the ball on gaming on that front. On the PC side, Xbox and Windows could have been Steam if they would have jumped into the game far earlier than they have. Will they ever catch up to Steam? Doubtful, but can they create a competitor? I do think so, especially when you think about things like Xbox Play Anywhere. And if they continue to build out their storefront, you'll have two actual competent competing storefronts. Steam, I think, will always be the best because they have so much experience there and they've built it up. And you look at Steam OS, they're just miles ahead right now of Xbox and the Xbox full screen experience. But Xbox can slowly creep up and catch up. We will have a very interesting PC platform going forward that will transfer over as well to the console hybrid that Xbox is putting out.
There you go. Oh gosh. So Hargeet, what are your thoughts on this, Go? I mean, this makes sense that this is the way they're going, and it's it just seems to be the future. It's people are, the whole things evolve, right? When we started off having the original, the Atari, 2600, that's not gaming today. It's evolved in higher res, higher pixels, better gaming, where to play, platform. It evolves, it grows. And consoles back then, were just like, it's just started out. What is this thing? It's called a gaming console. They called it that, just called it the Atari, because that's all there was. There wasn't any other different consoles, different manufacturers at first, so it's just, it evolves, it grows, and it's video games and the gaming industry. And that's where Microsoft is now. And I think that because they're there, gaming is going to be stronger and better than ever before, because they are going in all directions to pull it all together to making, this is an Xbox. Xbox is everywhere. And if you can play your game cross-platform, cross-gen, or carry it with you. You bought it on the Xbox, but I can play it on my PC too without having to buy another copy of the game. Play anywhere. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be big. Hargeet, your thoughts, and where do you think this industry is going to go? And do you think it's on the right track?
So ultimately, it's barrier of access, right? So the less barriers you have to being able to do something, the best the use cases for the end user, right? And that's what they're looking at, is how do I reduce the friction to get somebody playing? And however you can do that, you will create more customers. That's literally all it is, right? And the more barriers you create, the worse it is, and it gets tougher and tougher for people to engage with you. It's very simple, right? So how is that helpful to them? It's helpful to them because they control so many different aspects They have cloud. They're one of the big cloud providers. They have it. They have the biggest PC gaming platform, period. They have it. So, and they've had this forever. Like, PC gaming, for those who don't understand, has been around since like the 70s and 80s, right? It's been around forever, right? The IBM PC, was it like 79, 80, something like that when it came out? And they've been around for like whatever, since that's been around. They've been doing Microsoft DOS. Since then, they then added Windows, in the mid 80s, and then got to Windows 95 in the mid 90s, and, et cetera, et cetera. Like, so they've been in this for a long time. Okay. So, they understand that market, and, I have freaking, if I have a floppy disk drive, I can still put in my freaking 5 1/4 inch floppy disks or 3 1/2 inch floppy disks and play that stupid game on my Windows. It still works.
Oh, your roll, Hargeet. I'm sorry.
Right. That stuff still works. Right. Pause.
Pause.
Because it's still there. Like, if you can, if you get a CD drive, you can still play all the CD games that were like, I still have tons of them sitting in a freaking shelf. All these old games that I bought on PC, they still work. That's the world that they're in. It doesn't like, so you want to talk about backwards compatibility. I can play games from the 80s on my computer. I can do that today, right? So that stuff still exists, right? So they're used to that world, and they own that world. Okay, there's like Linux. Okay, yeah, it's a 60%, whatever. Give me a break, okay? Mac is probably a bigger competitor than that. I don't like, whatever. You guys can like talk about. They have 90+% of the freaking PC gaming market. It's them. That is a monopoly. It's whatever. They own it. So they already have that platform. It's not going anywhere. And they recognize that, right? They have a console platform. For those who want a console platform, they've got it. You're welcome to use it. They're not saying to take it away. All they're saying is, why don't we give you the goodness of both? Remember, Xbox started as trying to stave off PlayStation from taking over the living room, right? Microsoft was like, whoa, we own the living room. What are you talking about? PC. And they're like, no, we're taking over the living room with PlayStation. Like, oh, really? So this is how the stupid Xbox came around. It was supposed to be Windows as a console platform in your living room. But they went a little sideways. They decided to do a little bit of different thing. And they made this Xbox, and then they said, fine, go ahead and make it. Let's let it go. But they're basically coming back to what they always wanted to do anyways, which is Windows in the living room. That was the whole point of this. And so you're kind of getting a little bit more every generation. And they're saying, hey, we're just going to keep doing a little bit more. We're going to keep innovating. That's the whole point. They're not going away from this. It's a huge customer base for them. And as Satya in that same thing said, we're the biggest game publisher. So you think the biggest game publisher is going to say, well, we're just going to shut it down? What do you mean? What do you mean they're going to shut it down? Why would
they do that?
This is the world we live in. It's craziness. It's craziness. Right? Yeah. Normal thing to look for is profit margins, right? Their target is 30%. They're already higher than PlayStation's profits. For all those naysayers out there talking about it's not profitable, I don't the math isn't math. Get out of here. They're making more profit than PlayStation. So how are they not in good shape? What the heck are you guys talking about? What? Go worry about PlayStation. They're the ones who can't make money. Go worry about them. They have to shut down their studios. If they shut down a $400, $800 million game, Concord, get out of here with all this crap. Go worry about them. I don't understand why we have to keep looking at this side. You want a console, they're making a console. You want it, buy it. You don't want it, no problem. Go buy somebody else's console. They're going to give you the games everywhere. They don't care. They just want you to play, engage. Remember, their target 3 billion players. They're not looking at here's the 150 million people on freaking consoles. They're looking at the 3 billion people out there that can play games. How do we get to that? There's such a small part of this, and you keep looking at yourselves as this massive thing. No, you're not. They want 3 billion people. They want 3 billion. That 150, 3 billion. You have to understand how minuscule you are. You have to understand that. They understand that market. They have that market. They understand how to deal with that market. That's fine. They want to grow to the other part. How do they get there? That's what they're talking about. How do we merge this? Remember, PC already has over a billion players. You're a minuscule part. A billion players.
Yep.
They already own that. And they're like, how do we take advantage of that? How do I start taking that and say, I have this whole thing combined? Because the second they say Windows 11 is Xbox, which it is, guess what they just said? Our 500 million went to 1.5 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Is PlayStation competing at that level?
No. And those numbers are actually more realistic than Sony tagging on PS Portal sales to try and increase their overall console hardware usage.
Yep.
Yeah. So look, they're in a different world. Microsoft knows their competition is Android. It is not PlayStation. It's Android, because Android's like 3 billion. Okay. That's who they're competing with. They want that number. They want the 3 billion that Android has. How do they get there? That's what they want to be. Okay. Yes, it's great. PlayStation has their 80 million. Oh, wow. Yeah. They want 3 billion. PlayStation ain't at 3 billion. They're just not there. Okay. That's cool. That's awesome. And they make money. Cool. They don't make the money the Xbox makes, but they make money. Xbox is looking at a totally different world. So he's just talking about the world that he's going into. He doesn't care about those guys. He's saying, look, TikTok is taking my time away. I want money from those people. I want money from the people who aren't spending time playing games. They're spending time on other platforms. Remember, they tried to buy TikTok. Why? Yep. Money. They want the money. They want your attention.
Yep.
That's it. They want your attention. They want the money. That's it.
Yep.
It's all an irrelevancy when you talk about billions. When you're in that $1 trillion company level, you're not looking at the little guy and saying, oh, that's a problem for me. Yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm. They're looking at the other $1 trillion companies and saying, how am I competing with them? Okay. Well, and this is just the world.
They've been telegraphing this movement for a long time too. That's the thing. It's like a lot of people are acting like this is a new thing. Dude, they've been laying the foundation for this ever since they started doing cloud streaming with the Xbox to play around with the idea. Yeah. It's like, hey, you know what we can do? We could actually do this to people's phones. Hey, you know what would be even better? Maybe we start releasing systems that have our Windows 11 kernel with an Xbox Windows UI wrapper. And we kick that out there and we give them the opportunity to use all the other storefronts if they want to use it. But we got them right in our pocket right here because they started with us. They have the access. They have Game Pass right there. It's constantly in their face. Like they literally have been building up to this. Anyone who thinks this is shocking, anyone who hasn't seen it coming, I guess you haven't been paying attention. Like it's here and it's going to continue. And like you're saying, right, is like Windows 11, it's very heavily and dominantly the process right now. When you jump onto your Xbox ROG Ally X, you can avoid a lot of it, but you still have little spots you have to jump in. And it sounds like, from what we're hearing, that they're going to continue to get better and better at making that wrapper feel like it's just the Xbox ecosystem. But if you need to access Windows, if you want to access Windows, it's still there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you're saving resources. You don't have to use it, but it's there. Like it's there if you want it, if you need it, if you choose to do anything else with it, it's there. They are doing it. They're doing a completely different approach than what the competition's doing. And I think a lot of people are having a hard time accepting it because it's no longer a console war thing. It's a platform war. Like Alex has mentioned it. A lot of people have mentioned is like, it's a platform war. We've extended out to a whole different ball game. This isn't like we're playing in these little concentrated console pockets anymore. Microsoft said we want to get as many people involved as possible. So how are you going to do that? You're going to make everything that they have in their house an Xbox.
Yeah, and the platform war is tough for people outside of people who own a platform to fight. It's just the way it is. So the people who can fight that war, Apple, Google, right? Potentially to some level, Amazon could pull it off, right? But it's not easy for somebody like Sony to do that because they don't own a platform outside of the console. That's it. That's what they have, right? Whereas Google has Android. It's a massive. It is the top OS. It is by far the largest out there, right? You got Apple with the Mac OS and the iOS. They could absolutely fight this. and they have Apple TVs already in homes. They could enable that with their Apple Arcade and make that into a massive gaming platform at any time. So they could fight. They could do that, right? And they have tons of resources to put behind it. It's a question of, do they have the willingness to do it, right? But if they did, oh my God, would that be a huge fight? And that would be the fight that Microsoft could fight, right? Whereas Sony is just, whatever. I'm sorry, but from a platform perspective, Sony has a name. That's really it. They have no franchise that pushes them above everybody else. The top franchises are Microsoft and Nintendo. This is just a fact. You have, outside of that, you have Take-Two with Grand Theft Auto. You have EA with things like FIFA and Madden. But it's just, they don't have anything unless they borrow a license like Spider-Man, which isn't theirs, right?
Yeah.
They don't have anything. They don't have a franchise that's just well recognized by everybody. If I say the term Call of Duty, everybody knows Call of Duty. Say Mario, everybody. Pokemon, everybody knows that. Yeah. Nobody knows their franchises. It's just the way it is. Their biggest franchise is probably Destiny, or it's Gran Turismo, right? And so even Destiny, I don't know. I think Halo
not so much anymore. Yeah,
as far as like worldwide recognition, as far as just random person knows a franchise, but this is just the world they're in. They are not as relevant as people make them out to be outside of the name PlayStation. Yep. That's really just it.
Well, and it comes down to, like, let's look at what companies we're talking about. Let's look at their valuations, the size of these things, right? Like, you're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar company versus, like, it's you've got a sizable footprint that's differently, like much different for the two companies. Microsoft, I think the thing that catches me is you look at something like Concord, right? Sony pushed that out the door because they're like, okay, well, I mean, realistically, internally and externally, we knew that thing was going to be a bomb, right? We saw it happening like live. We saw how that thing was failing, and we're like, okay, well, this isn't going to be good. Sony was like, well, let's kick it out the door and let's try and make some money from it. And then when they discovered that there was no way it was going to happen, then they pulled it. Versus Microsoft, it's a different mentality. They saw something like Perfect Dark, right? And they saw where it was at, and they're like, well, we're not going to push this through to dev if it's not going to make it. We're going to can it now, cut our losses, and move forward. Right. That's something that Sony can't do. It's not the same for those two. Again, much more money in this pocket, less money in this pocket. Sony tried to see if they could get some money off of this failed item, whereas Microsoft was like, well, all right, this thing's crapped the bed, so we're just going to have to can it and just cut our losses. They can do that. And it's also the reason why they'll be able to set themselves up better to have their ecosystem everywhere, is because they have Azure systems, they have the funding, they have the infrastructure for it. Sony doesn't have that. Like, Sony has always been a little bit behind. Nintendo's been really behind as far as online and stuff. But like Sony finally got to a point where their online was a little better. Their infrastructure was better. But where does Sony go to get their servers? They go to Azure. They purchase through them. Why? Because Microsoft is the big boss in the picture. They're the ones that have all of that. So, I mean, just infrastructure wise, like Microsoft wins right off the bat because they have those servers all over the globe.
It's funny how like the regulators were terrified about not like, Call of Duty being locked down. They were terrified about cloud of all the things. They were worried about cloud.
Yeah.
I mean, go figure, right? Let's get these out of the way. So Music 72, member for 7 months. Thanks. And
Thank
then
you.
Mac, $2. Cypher, a lot of these people need a new hobby.
Dude, seriously. Get away from Twitter. Go play video games.
Right? Will, $5. PS guys are crazy about this TikTok comment, not understanding. P-Rock said gaming only competes with TikTok if people are watching gaming on TikTok.
They don't get it. They just don't get it.
He's out of his depth.
Point them to Shaun Layden.
He is the broad majority of the screenshots I've gotten sent to me over the last couple of days, and every time I look at him, like, you're a grown-ass adult. What are we doing? Like, get over it. Go play a video game. Like, he's getting engagement, yes, but it's not that great. I'm sure he's getting like pennies on the dollar for the engagement. Like, just go play some video games.
Yeah, go play games. It's funny.
Yeah, so anyway, so as far as like the comments, like there's other things to take from what he was saying, like the openness to add more to Xbox. I'm just saying there might be some so it seems like that wallet has not shut down, and
It has not shut
there
down.
might be more coming.
More to come.
Someone's gonna make it rain.
I don't know. Like I expect the next thing was supposed to be something in the AI arena. I don't know if they've already looked at something. I don't know what's going on in that area. Like they just re-upped their partnership, I think, with OpenAI. So, whatever. We'll see how all that works out. If they're looking for another thing in the gaming world, there are some obvious targets that they could go after, especially if this PC thing is happening. Valve. But anyway, we'll see what happens if that's something they're looking at doing. But yeah, the comments seem pretty on point as far as what they need to say right now. The path isn't something we haven't been hearing about. We've been hearing about this merger for a while as far as Windows and Xbox. I still think the next console is kind of console-y, not Windowsy. It will be a console, and you can then open up, much like you can do like dev mode, you can open up the ability to see some of the Windows side. And if you want to play with that, fair enough, go ahead. And that'll let you enable other stores and all that stuff. Cool. But I don't think by default it's going to, have that there. That's just my guess. Maybe they decide to have those stores be shimmed in, and so you can actually see all your content from the other stores. But it won't necessarily let you go to like desktop mode, for instance. I'm not sure that will happen directly, but I think you'll have the ability. If you want to do it, you can find a way to do it. So we'll see what they do, right? So, and I think that's the right path. You want it to feel like a console. It boots up, Xbox logo, direct to console UI, right? Normal update process, everything's clean. It's just a normal everyday console look and feel. And then if you want to tinker, fair enough, go to dev mode, tinker. Anything you do that causes it to not work right, you'll be asked to reset back to normal, and you can then see if it works right? But I think store access will be there as a shim, just like you have today, right? You have the Ubisoft Plus or the EA, right? You have those little, in your library, you have the tabs that show you the EA games, the Ubisoft games, right? Your Game Pass games, right? So you have those, you'll just have that, and you'll have like a Steam one or Epic or whatever. You'll just have those there. I think that'll happen. Will it be curated? Probably. And I think the curation will be that, hey, this game may not, just like you do on the ROG, this game doesn't have like this feature, right? So you can try it, but it'll have this funky issue, right? But you're told you will have this issue, right? So that's one way to do it. Or you just you say, hey, we won't even allow it. I think they should allow it, but just give you the warning, right? Hey, if you do this, really recommend keyboard mouse, because it's not going to work right without one, right? If you want to try it, no problem. Have fun, right? So things like that. So, but that's how it's going to potentially hopefully work.
On that too, because you mentioned the compatibility for the Xbox ROG Ally, and I gotta say, so I've tried a few of the games while I've had the system in hand, and there are ones where obviously they're like, hey, you're good to go. And then there are ones where like, do not touch this. It's not going to work at all. But they have ones where they're like, some of it kind of works, like here and there, if in it. It feels like being very cautious about how they're rating those things, because I've played a handful of games that were kind of in that middle zone where they're like, hey, maybe it'll work. And it works pretty well. So it feels like they're kind of being overcautious. There are some things here and there that you're going to run into, like something like a supermarket simulator, for example. The font or the text is obviously not designed for that size of screen.
Right.
But if you've played the game a bit, like you already know what you're clicking anyway. So it's not like it's a make or break.
Right.
They're doing a really good job at curating that compatibility. I feel like they're really taking it seriously and providing a lot of really valuable information for the user. Because again, like you go into it and it's like, if you're good to go, there's no issues whatsoever. But even if it's kind of in the middle, it's just, they're kind of warning you just in case. But in general, like it's a really solid experience. I haven't run into anything that just completely bricked my system or just flat out didn't work.
Right.
So it's a really strong foot in the right direction.
Yeah. Agreed. And the thing is, we'll go ahead and get this super chat. Go ahead.
All right, from Will again, $5. Funniest comments I've seen. Even Paul Tassi saying Layden isn't working for PS. His comments don't matter. Why don't they matter? He works for Tencent, doesn't he? Yet they quote Ibarra and Laura Farr. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Yeah. People can quote whomever they like, but I mean, how can Layden's comments not matter since it's one of the biggest publishers is Tencent, is it not? So, like, does that not matter?
It's not matching to their specific narrative.
Come on, get out of here.
If Shaun Layden says something that's contrarian to Sony or what Sony's doing, they disregard it because like whatever, he's not even here.
Yeah.
Like, if someone says something bad about Xbox, they're like, "Oh, holy shit, this is breaking news. Yeah, this is important stuff." It's strictly, again, it's a console thing.
Oh, it may have been. I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
Fired from
okay. But William was right. I agree with 100% because it's like you were saying, Silent. It's like it's if it fits their narrative, they're going to push it. That doesn't matter. He's no longer with the company, but he's hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But these other people that have been let go from Microsoft, one got twice. Been let go from Microsoft, and but he was on the inside, and he knows all the inner workings, and that's the reason why they let him go, because he was so influential and important. And this is what you should pay attention to. Microsoft is dead. They're all dying because everything's all bad inside because he said so, because he got fired. He knows because he was an inside. Fucking bullshit is what that is. That's fucking bullshit. It's all crap, dude. Dirt, Riggedy, and Shaun, and Joey, and Ray said it best, man. It's like they're just saying all this crap because they have nothing. We talked about it in the green room before we went live. Sony and PlayStation have nothing going for them right now. Nothing. Prove it. Prove me wrong. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about all the games coming out.
We were talking about June showcase, and I'm like, dude, if Xbox didn't have a showcase, tell me what world we'd be in right now, because all you'd have is Achilles, which is not bad. It's a hit or miss. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's okay, right? And sometimes it's maybe not so great. It's Xbox that drives the entire June showcase time frame, right? Who else?
Yeah.
And Sony doesn't put anything out, and if they do, it's like been and Nintendo barely puts anything out. So it's Microsoft. That's it. It's Xbox. It's the most exciting thing about that time frame. Right. And we'd invite these PlayStation fanboys to come out, but it's like they're not going to because they don't have anything to go to except an Xbox event.
Yeah.
That's what you guys have. Nothing. Own the fact that that's where you are.
they throw a fit about Xbox being everywhere. They're like, oh, haha, you've gone third party, blah, 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 all these things. Dude, Xbox has literally been life support for Sony for the last year. You don't want third party? Okay, let's look at that hellscape for Sony right now. Yeah, they had a couple games, sure. But what's next year? Okay, you got Wolverine. Well, guess what? That was already on PC. We got other stuff that's obviously like they're going to move forward with having stuff more available on other systems as well. But it's just the idea that Microsoft is in an impossible position. Because if you don't do third party, they just want that stuff involved in their first party stuff. And, we don't want that crap, blah, blah, blah. They're a horrible anti-consumer company. But then when they go third party, they're like, oh, God, they're going out of business, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, they literally provided you most of your top 10 games on the PlayStation.
Exactly.
So what do you want? Like, do you want no games, or do you want some games from a system you maybe don't like?
Yep. Let me throw this out here. I want if you don't mind, Hargeet, I want to pull up a couple of these comments. I want you to read a couple of them, and then I want to make a comment about this because I think this is awesome. So go ahead and read the one
right.
that's on there if you don't mind.
Aboriginal, Sony has nothing going on, and it's sad. I hate to see this.
Okay.
The ice pick, because he's jealous of Phil Spencer, he wish he had his job. That there's some truth to that, by the way. But anyway, Sappho, it's worse though. If Xbox says something, it's not true. Some idiot claims they're an insider. It must be true.
Yeah.
Okay. And this one's good too.
Shizno, Mike Ibarra is the epitome of the toxic ex that won't leave you alone. Just sour grapes, nothing more. Yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
one
more.
on him. Sotness, and Yote was mediocre at AF. They're falling off, and Sony isn't giving their devs money anymore. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about mediocrity. I'm not going to say anything because I'm
Right. Yeah. It's all good. Let me make my quick. I'll get to you. I promise.
No, you're good.
Let me just say that if you were to look at the gaming industry right now, okay, and all these people like you even said it yourself, Silent, just a second ago. You're talking about all the people in doom and gloom, blah, Xbox this, take all that bullshit comments that if you think about the big picture, all that shit doesn't matter. Pull it all away. Pull all those stupid comments away, and you'll look at the industry as what it is. Microsoft is making a shit ton of games. They're the largest publisher in gaming right now, currently. Now, there may be some speculation because of Tencent doing this and that, but let's face it, some of the level of gaming is game of the year, or should I say, publisher of the year is probably going to be Microsoft. If you look at what the production value that they're putting out and putting things multiple places. And then you look at the quality. They have the number one game. Oh, they bought their games. They didn't need. Fuck that shit. They did what they did because that's what they need to do to be in gaming and to be in the position that they're in now. They bought ABK. Money well spent. That's where they're going to make their money going forward. That's the beginning of this mega corporation $4 trillion godsend that we've got going on for us right now that's actually probably going to save gaming for everybody, including Sony. If it wasn't for this company and putting out the product they're doing now, Sony would be in a shit ton of problems. A shit ton. I mean, yeah, because you already got big companies like Sega. They're no longer doing their money hat thing because they're not making all that money from Sony. People are talking about console sales. Well, let's take a step back for 2 seconds. Yeah, there's a lot of consoles sold, but all of those numbers aren't exactly what you call fair, because when they consider their portable a console sale, that was the sale. Every one of those sold went toward their bottom line of a console sale. But you can't play that item without a console. Now, yeah, you can do the cloud thing after the update, but it's not the PlayStation 5 console, but that's the numbers it pads, numbers it builds up. Let's step back even further. The industry itself, the gaming industry that we have going right now, the clear winner is Microsoft because they're going every different direction they need to and pulling it all into one thing. And they're also going across platforms, Xbox Play Anywhere, and more companies are going to that. Why is that? Because it's working. It's working for them. These companies that are put their games in Game Pass, Game Pass is bad. It's horrible. It's destroying the industry. You really think all these companies would be putting their games in, scrambling to get their games in Game Pass if it was a waste of time and they weren't making fucking money off of it? And a lot of companies coming back to it. Hargeet, they're coming back to it again and again and again. Sega's brought almost their whole fucking catalog in because it's like, it's working. And now we've got even more games coming from Ubisoft than what we had before. Fuck, they dropped 40 fucking games in one day. Why is that? Is it because it's bad and it's dead and Xbox is a bad place to be? No.
Clearly.
Because this is where everybody wants to be. This is where the industry is going. And for anybody that doesn't think so, keep on talking, man. Just keep talking your little talk, and we'll see. We'll see what's going on. That's all I say, man. You know what's coming. You know it's true. Hargey, your thoughts on my rant, my craziness? Am I right, or am I totally lost my shit?
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's as far as putting out games. Yes, PlayStation puts out a few games, but Nintendo puts out a bit more, and Xbox is clearly ahead of both of them. Cog was talking about, he had an Excel about all the games that are releasing and all that stuff, and I just pointed out all the games that were first party this year, and it's like 14 or something like that. And it's like, well, okay, are the other two close? If you add the other two up, they're still not close. So it just, this is kind of the problem. Like the only way like PlayStation looks good as far as releases is remasters. They put out a bunch of remasters, and that's basically what they have, right? And to be fair, a couple of the ones from Xbox are also remasters. That's fair too, right? But they also have a lot of new games. So it's an interesting time. Like we'll see how this continues on. Nintendo's in kind of flux. It used to be a lot of new releases as well, but now they're taking their time to make their games too. We'll see how that plays out, right? And if they start charging a lot for those games, that's going to be problematic for them too. So and you can see them kind of they're becoming more litigious, let's just say, right? And they're very terrified of Pocket Pair coming up with something that really challenges Pokemon. That's not good. That just it shows weakness, right? That you can't just actually compete. What you should do is just make a better product, right? And they apparently can't do that, right? So okay, like fair enough, but to me that sounds like they are also in the throes of this, trying to figure out how to make more, and they're having a challenge doing so because somebody just ate their launch. And like, all right, don't expect everything is always static. So even mighty Nintendo, which has been toppled before by PlayStation, could be toppled. I'm just saying, right? So be careful to think that they can always just stay at the throne. They could be toppled. And PlayStation's already given up and said we're putting our games on PC, which essentially means they're now on Xbox. So I mean, what exactly is the I don't know what to me, as far as the gaming, I can't keep up. We just had a week with 3 first party releases.
Hell yes.
How much more? Like literally, Xbox has put out more first party console exclusives this year than PlayStation has put out, on their side. And how do you then tell me that PlayStation's the better platform when Xbox is putting their games on the other side and they still have more exclusives? Like stop. I'm just kind of done with the narratives. Like, I don't even care if PlayStation players can play games. If Nintendo players can play games, good. I would like to see Zelda come to Xbox. Why not? Show me the Zelda that actually runs with a 4090. I would love to see that.
It runs on PC.
Let's go. And I don't want like the emulated. I want make it for UE. Let's go. Let's push Zelda to the limits on graphics. It used to be stunning, and then it fell off because Nintendo didn't want to compete on that level, right? But I want to see that. I'd love to see that.
Amen.
I'd love to see a Mario that looks like the movie. Let's go. Let's see that. Why not? Like, what's wrong with having that? Why don't we have that as the goal? Why do we have to limit ourselves to the Switch 2 hardware? Right? That's a Nintendo thing. To me, the game is what matters. If you could give me a Mario that looks like that movie, hell yeah. Let's bring it. I will absolutely buy that on my PC and play it. I would love to do that. But again, this is just, it's a Nintendo thing. They're kind of stuck where they are. But as far as gaming, as far as the enthusiasm, I still see a little bit on the Nintendo side. I see people who are fanboys trying to pump up PlayStation, but I just, why? Like, what do they got to show you? You finally got Wolverine. Oh my God, it looks good. It's one game, guys. It's one game. It's one game,
and it's not out yet.
Our slate coming up is ridiculous. How many people got all excited to see Halo, the 25-year-old game, remastered, put on your system? You're more excited about that than your Yote. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, dude, we've had that game forever. We've had that game. It's like, okay, it's great. You've all been Xbox players. You just don't want to admit it. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. Just at some point, admit to yourself you just like Xbox, and just move on, right? Like, I don't know how to like continue to keep your ego running here, but I don't know what PlayStation offers you. Like, whatever, dude. Like, Helldivers is good. I'll say that Helldivers is good. I played it on my Xbox. It's a fun little game. But outside of that, like, you put out one game a year, and I don't care. It's just not that much. I get all those games in my Game Pass that Xbox puts out. You can pay the $70. That's great. I'm just inundated with games, man. It's and I get a whole bunch of fun. 75 games, new day and date every year. Where do you ever have the same level of enjoyment when you watch your showcase and say, "Oh, I'll spend $60 on that. I'll spend $50 on that. I'll spend $70 on that." I say, "Oh, I get to download that. I get to download that. I get to download that." There's the difference. Right, you have to think. Oh, do I want to spend? That looks kind of good. Is that $70? I don't know. I'm like, oh, it's just a download. Oh, cool. Oh, Keeper came out. Cool. Download, play, finish, done. Like, I don't have to think about it. It's done. Download. South of Midnight looks kind of interesting. Download. Like, you have to think about it. You have to buy it. I don't have to think about it. It's just I play it. Oh, it looks nice. Let me just download that. Oh, there you go. That was pretty good. Not a fan of Doom that much, but you know what? I'll just download it. Okay, fine, cool. Download. No problem. I should play it. I don't have to pay for it. It's like, yeah, whatever. I paid for it in the service, but like, I just have the service, and I've averaged like $14-15 a month on that service. I was like, dude, I'd already pay $10 just to get online. Like for the amount I'm paying for this, it's a steal for me. Like, I get to play so many games. I end up playing probably hundreds of games every year because they just keep dumping games in there, right? And then I also play on PC. I play on Switch. I buy games too, right? And it's just like, it adds up. And I don't like the reverse on the other side. You guys must feel it where you're like, okay, I watched that showcase. How many of those games am I gonna buy? It's like, well, I don't think about it that way. It's like, how many of those games am I going to download? Answer: all. All of the above.
All of them.
So it's just a different world, and so the whole, like, I don't know, the milieu, whatever, the feel of the showcase is more about what am I just downloading, right? Yeah, and that's more about what it is instead of, am I going to pay $70 for this or $70 for that? No, some games you have to buy, like Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, yeah.
I actually bought that. Came out to Game Pass, to Xbox. I bought it, played it, finished it. Great. Right? There are some games I will buy. Fair enough. But there are many games that it's just like, oh, Persona? Yeah, you just download it. Here you go.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I just get to play that? Okay. Wow. Thank you.
And
exactly. Go ahead.
And more than that, too, Hargeet, right? Like, it's a lot of games that we probably wouldn't have played otherwise, or like maybe we would have gotten to at some point in time.
Be right back.
But it's right there. No, it's again, like, you can argue the value for yourself. Personally, for me, it's the same thing, right? It's like, I play plenty in it. It's still valuable for me. I stack like you. I've seen you talk about it. We've talked about it, I think, in chat a couple times. It's like, you have to be the savvy consumer. But like, I don't think I've ever played or paid full price for Game Pass ever since it came out. Why? Because I'm a savvy consumer. You can put it on and you can let it just recharge and like renew for you. That's what they're hoping you'll do. That's not what I'm going to do. because I want to save the money where I can. But I've experienced a bunch of games in the service in the process that I would have otherwise never played. Like, you know, something like Vampire Survivors, it would have never gotten the amount of like praise and the amount of attention that it got if it had just been in the storefront. Now, granted, it was like $5 or $7 or something, but it's still one of those things where you have a barrier to entry versus if you have it in Game Pass and it's free, everyone's like, well, why the hell wouldn't I try it? It's right there. It's literally right there. Why wouldn't I try it? It's the same thing for Supermarket Simulator. It's like, that's not necessarily a game I would have gone to, or even something like Power Wash Sim. Like, I wasn't necessarily going
literally I played because it's in Game Pass, and then you just sit there and waste time on it.
And then you're hooked. and it's like your evening
Ball
of
Pit,
zen.
another one. I would have never bought it, but like now I played it. I'm like, oh dang it. This is a nice game.
No, like there's plenty of value for it in general. Like I would argue, like anyone who says there's not value for it, like I get not liking the price increases. I get that. I totally get that. I've never been paying full price for it anyways, so I would just say, like, for anyone out there, just be a savvy consumer. Make sure that you keep an eye out on the dip when the prices go down. We're literally getting towards Black Friday right now, so you're going to see deals. Like, just keep your eyes open. It's not hard to find them. You'll find plenty of deals. You can stack yourself up for months and months and pay next to nothing. And the amount of games you play in it always exceeds that amount. Like, I don't know many months where I've actually gone into the red on it, because generally there's 1 or 2 games at least every month that I'm interested in. Not all of them, but generally most of them are there. I was gonna say earlier, you mentioned Nintendo, obviously kind of like setting off and kind of falling off to the side with how they're treating things. Things have gotten stagnant, right? I just wanted to reassure you, Hargeet, we'll get a remastered cardboard very soon.
Yes.
So if you're,
I'm sure.
Wait, isn't that called recycled?
Sure.
Yeah, yes, sorry.
Oh,
Close.
nice. Nice.
But no, like the amount of games that are coming out, because you were talking about that, and it's insane. Like, literally over the last couple weeks, like this is my played list. I had Plants vs. Zombies, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2. I went back and dipped into Brotato because guilty pleasure. Outer Worlds 2, Mortal Kombat, Supermarket Simulator, Ball Pit, back to some more Jackbox, Painkiller, Call of Duty, Ninja Gaiden, The Keeper. Like, it's non-stop. Most of those games just came out in the last couple days, and it's just like, where do you have the time? But it's insane value.
Silent.
What?
Look.
Oh shit.
Hargeet, look at those games.
Yeah, but some of these are not. So it's added to Game Pass. I gotcha. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Pacific Drive, I just downloaded that one. I've heard good things. And again, it's going back to our conversation just a minute ago. I might not have tried it previously, but it's there. So why the hell wouldn't I give it a shot? And oftentimes a lot of these studios are really good about bringing out some content later on to bring you back in. It's like Brotato, same type of thing. Like, I didn't originally pick it up, but then I played it. I was like, oh, this is like $5. Yeah, I'll pay for it. And then they had content like extra DLC. I was like, well, hell yeah, of course I'd buy it. Like, it's next to nothing anyways. And it doesn't seem like very much to me, but with how many people dipped in and did the same thing, they made a lot of money from that. And it's literally just impulse plays because it's right there in Game Pass.
Yeah, Brotato is like another Vampire Survivor type game. It's another interesting one. Dayreezy, member for 16 months. I just saved 15% on gaming by switching to Xbox Welfare Pass. Mr. Stroker can keep on stroking with those amounts of savings.
Thanks, Dayreezy. There's also another one there too.
Razer Ultron, $2. WebDave has had enough of the BS and is it beast mode? Yes.
Well, sometimes you just gotta, talk that shit.
He's not wrong. Like, he's not wrong.
It's just It's craziness. I know. I'm getting a little heated, a little bit. But you know what? Dude, we love games. We got right there's 289 people watching us live right now that love fucking video games. Well, they love fucking games, but they love video games. Fuck yeah. Stop it. Sorry.
Dave,
you know,
you've seen the games offered on Steam. Okay, they also like
yeah,
those
not
too.
those kind of games. Stop it. Oh yeah. You ever had one of those gifted to you?
yeah, once I gifted one to Alex, and then someone.
Yes, you did. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. What was the name of that game again?
There were like
let's
4 or
not go
5.
there.
Yeah, exactly. Hargeet's like la 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 la. Just kidding. All right. And on that note, as much fun as we're having here on this, which we are having fun, we're not done yet. Don't worry, folks. We're not done yet. I do want to actually, Hargeet, this is kind of cool. We've talked about some crazy stuff before. This is a monkey wrench I'm throwing in, and we'll go right back to gaming, I promise. But dude, this is cool. This thing. This is what we need right here. We need this in our life. Look, you just sit down in your little system, you kick back. now imagine this in Hargeet's bathroom. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
Why does it have to be his bathroom?
It doesn't have to be his bathroom.
Come on now.
I mean, his house is like, high tech and everything, but yeah, isn't that crazy? We need
My
that.
wife would give me so much shit if I had that thing in the house.
Wow. That's really
she already
affordable,
gave
too.
me enough shit for the Xbox ROG Ally. She's like, why are you playing on the big TV right now? Because you got that console. I was like, it's got its purpose. Don't worry.
It does have its purpose. Oh goodness. All right, now we'll go over to the screen. All right, so coming to Game Pass, we talked about it. There's one game on here that people were saying it's or Hargeet, we were talking earlier, and it's like I think it's already out, or I don't know, or maybe it's mistyped on there, but that's okay.
Oh no,
But the rest of
Revival might be true. Persona 4 Revival might be true. Okay.
Oh, so maybe that's a newer version of that game or something. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there we go. So coming to Game Pass in 2026 right now. This is of course just maybe Clockwork Revolution. Maybe that's gonna be pushed off a little later. But the rest of these are pretty much a lock. Fable, we know is supposed to be coming this year. Halo Campaign Evolved, we know it's coming this year. Gears of War E-Day coming this year. Forza, Horizon 6, Fable, Halo, Gears, Forza. That's pillars of a gaming franchise. And Hargeet, and there's some other good ones on here like State of Decay, High on Life, Replace. We waited that forever. Was it Resonance? I think.
Yeah, Resonance.
Yeah, and that's the from Plague's Tale Legacy series. That looks to be pretty cool. Subnautica 2, Subnautica 1 was great. The Beast of Reincarnation, isn't that one by the same people that do like the Pokemon game? Isn't that from that same people that make that?
It might be the same company, yeah. And it's kind of, but it's nothing like Pokemon though. It has nothing.
Right,
to do with
of course,
that.
nothing
That's
like
a
it.
Very different game.
Yeah,
but yeah, it
the
looked
same
pretty cool
company.
too.
Yeah. And then Clockwork Revolution. But what are all these, like, especially the first four, the Fable, Halo, Gears, Forza, if they were all coming out in the same year? Now this is speculation on my part, but if they were all coming out in the same year, say like the 25th anniversary of Xbox. Hey, wait a minute, that's 2026. That's the 25th anniversary of Xbox. And boy, those would be great. This would be a great lineup if, I don't know, launch games for a new console.
Well, I mean, those are going to come out for the majority of the year too, right? So they're not like all going to come out, at the end of the year. But
yeah, but don't you want something like that for your launch year?
But so what you could do is you could say something like State of Decay 3 and Clockwork are earlier in the year. Maybe Gears comes out a little like mid-year-ish, and then the rest are kind of launch lineup games. And the reason I would say Forza shouldn't come out earlier is like it's like the obvious game you use to showcase a new piece of hardware is a racing game, because it just has the ability to like wow. And as it is, Forza Horizon 5 was a ridiculously awesome looking game. I can't even imagine what they're going to do with 6. They're in Japan. I just like this could be a stunner from stunner of stunners, right? Like, so if this is what they want to showcase the next hardware with, great. It's sort of a poetic thing to have Halo come out along with the next console, right?
Mhm.
It's just one of those things you want to see happen.
It did make the
Halo
last one.
started this whole. So
Remember?
like the first Halo, came out with obviously with the launch,
Yep.
and then Halo Infinite was supposed to,
Yeah.
but got delayed.
Got delayed.
So this is their opportunity
Craig.
to say the first game, we're remaking it, and it's coming out with our next console, and the performance issues will be taken care of by the grunt.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Right, and then Fable be the headliner because Halo is still a remake.
Yep.
Right, and then Fable be the headliner. That'll be your game outside of which we don't have on here is Call of Duty. We can never forget Call of Duty. Still the headliner of all year is going to be Call of Duty no matter what, and that's still in here. They just haven't announced the name, which I think is Modern Warfare 4 or something like that, whatever it is, right? But but Call of Duty is obviously going to be on this, and it is going to be a big game, right? So you have that, and then I would say like Fable is that big marquee game of the fall.
Mhm.
Halo is there as your this is the remake, it's the launch, like cool, right? So and the rest you can kind of just place throughout the year. I think that works, right? So fantastic year. These all look like they're going to be awesome games. Clockwork looks so good, dude. Like I hope that game comes out and is going to knock it out of the park. And State of Decay has a chance to be a really good game, right? And at some point in the middle of this, we could see Grounded 2 have its full release, which is yet another big game. Like we might not think about it, but it's like the reviews on that, the previews, because it's not reviewed yet, have been stellar. They're like, it's better than Grounded 1, which is awesome. That was an awesome game. So I can't even imagine how that's gonna so we still have that. So and there's plenty more that we don't know about, right? So and oh, by the way, in the middle of all this, somewhere is going to be this game called Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to get to. Grand Theft Auto. Yep.
And there's others, by the way, that we haven't talked about that are also coming out next year, right? Third-party games that are looking crazy as well. All that. This is just Game Pass. This is just Game Pass, right? And High on Life, for those who haven't played it, was unbelievably awesome. Hilarious. So I can't wait to see what antics they're up to with High on Life 2. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, lots of cool stuff here. Resonance and Beast of Reincarnation are also looking kind of interesting. So this is some interesting games. So, but yeah, like we'll see what they do with it, man. And have 75, right? 75. This is only a handful.
Yeah, this is only a handful of the big list of games coming out. Silent, I'll let you have the floor. Your thoughts on my craziness, my speculation, shall I say wishful thinking? I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you think am I absolutely crazy, or what do you think? Maybe.
Well, I do like your optimism on this one, and I like the idea of the fact that we could see a new system end up landing right as we're going into GTA 6 and taking the ever-loving piss out of the PS5 Pro in the process. I think that would be hilarious. Myself, I would love it. Will it happen? I don't know, but I would love it. I would think it would be pretty good. I feel like the timing would make a lot of sense. And you do look at the tent poles that they're talking about. Obviously, we're hitting the anniversary. This would be a very big move for them if they drop new hardware that was more capable than the competition, and it was playing all these games and just kicking the tar out of the competition, which granted, I know we've talked about how they're not really the competition anymore. It's TikTok and stuff like that, but whatever. Plastic box wise, I like your theory. I think it's good. It puts a smile on my face because it means a certain subset of Twitter is just going to lose their shit, and that always makes me happy. Even if I'm not there anymore, I see the screenshots. I enjoy the carnage over and over again when I see it. Shout out to Special Nick in the chat. I see he just dropped in.
No, Special Nick.
Yeah, no, I really like the idea, and it makes a lot of sense given the pillars are actually releasing when they are. Now, like Hargeet said, hopefully by then the game will be performing better, because given what we've seen from people playing it and stuff, obviously it has a long ways to go. I won't go too much into my Halo hate train because a bunch of people lost their shit when I said bad things about it on Friday. But let's say, prove me wrong. I hope it comes out and it plays great.
Yeah.
There are things about it right now that make me nervous. The UE5 stuff, especially the constant clipping and hitching that I saw in that gameplay, the frame tricks that they were using to try and pass by that, which was also causing a blur effect on many artifacts on the screen. There's a lot of things that need to be done by then. And it makes me nervous that, yes, I know it's Halo Studios now. It's still 343. They just changed their name. I've been with companies before that changed their name because they wanted to get the stink off of them from the previous occurrences. Makes me a little nervous given who it is, but at the same time, we know obviously there's been a lot of change there. So hopefully they can deliver that thing. I was kind of figuring we were going to see Forza early in the year myself. I was thinking maybe like a March or April, but that almost feels like it'd be a better summer game, maybe. But I think I align with you on Gears being more towards the fall, Halo towards the fall. I think those would be perfect for that time frame. And like you said, this is literally scratching the surface. 75 games. Like, now granted, there's a lot of stuff across the spectrum, single, double, AAA, whatever. There's a lot of different things that are going to come out, but 75 games is still a massive lineup. And especially in the absence of a competitor's lineup or roadmap right now, of which they've got 2 or 3 games we know about. It's going to be an interesting year.
Yes, I agree with that 100%. Hargeet, I'll let you read that comment from Special Nick.
Special Nick. I'm just here to get a free copy of Earthian from Hargeet for Steam. Yeah.
He's too funny. Too funny. You can take that off the screen now. It's fine. But yeah, it's too funny. But anyway, Nick, welcome. We're so glad you're here. We do appreciate you showing up. But on the screen right now is that game by Game Freak, is the Pokemon company that I think it's actually it looks
reincarnation. Right?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yep. Yeah. Definitely doesn't look like a Pokemon game, which is good.
No, I do not see a Pikachu anywhere.
Nope.
Yep.
I do not.
And then there's the Plague Tale Resonance, whatever, right? Plague Tale Legacy or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can pull that up too.
That's the other one.
It looks really good. Let's see.
But yeah, there you go. This one's supposed to be AAA, Beast reincarnation, and then Resonance. I guess I don't know if you consider that AAA or AA. I mean, I don't even know how you tell anymore. Right. These games all look so fantastic. You're like, okay, so is Expedition 33 a AAA game or a AA game, or like it's technically an indie publisher, right? Because it's Expedition 33, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. Like, it looked pretty damn good. Right, so it's like it blurs the lines at some point, so I don't know, but Resonance looks pretty good as well. So for those who like the Plague Tale series,
is this Resonance? Is this the right one?
I don't
know if it looks like it or not.
Right one.
It's
Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy or something like that.
Oh, okay. So let me back out of that one.
Maybe this is it. I don't know.
No, he's got some funny looking ears on it. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, shoot. Let's yeah, because I know that's not. You know what? Let's do the search part again. There we go.
I can give you the video. You got it? All
Yeah.
right.
There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I did the wrong one. Although it kind of looks the same. I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah. At first, it didn't look like it was that, but then
Yeah. We never was like,
then
what
it
is
turned
this?
out
What is
to-
this?
yeah. Then it turned out to be Plague Tale. But anyway, yeah. But plenty of games. Like, so we still have, and again, we don't know the entire slate of games coming next year. We
Right.
just know a sliver of what's coming. We still have all the showcases to come. We'll basically start getting some of the next year stuff starting, like, I think we got like the indie one now, right? And we got another showcase, I think, coming
Mhm.
from Xbox. Again, Xbox, right?
Yep. Coming in November.
And then
It's not dead.
and then we have Keeley's, right? And that's when you're gonna start seeing some of the announcements coming up for next year. And then you'll have Dev Direct and on and on and on, right? So we will start seeing what's shaping up to be next year's releases. So yeah, it's good stuff.
It is some good stuff for sure. I'm enjoying it. I'm excited for it. I think like Punk Soul said it best. This is the golden age of gaming. Is now. Is really now. And I think it's I love talking that shit just with like anybody else, having a little bit of fun with all the goodness and stuff about the console wars and all that kind of stuff. And but I'll leave the hardcore stuff to Dirt and Shaun and Joey and Ray because they do it. I think they do it the best. But seriously, it's been a good show, and we've really enjoyed having everybody on tonight. And but silently, is there any comments you have about this big lineup that before we head on out? Is there anything that you're looking forward to the most, I guess, out of the games that are most of them are, I would say, speculating, because there's a few on there that may or may not make it. But what's the game next year coming out that you're looking forward to the most?
It's difficult to match it down to just one game.
I know, right?
Because personally for me, like Forza Horizon Japan has kind of been like a dream for years now. Seeing that actually really coming looks really cool. Like I'm very excited about that thing finally coming out. The thing that I was kind of nervous about when we started seeing games getting shuttered earlier this year was Stay of Decay. I was very nervous that one was going to see the chopping block. Very happy to see that it hasn't yet got to the chopping block. I really enjoyed those first two games, and I really hope this thing comes out and just, impresses a lot of people and does really well. That studio's been through it. They've had a handful of changeovers over the years. The last time when we ended up seeing some footage from it looked pretty good. That was 2 years ago now? I'm looking forward to getting my hands on that. I will say one thing that I'm still sad about not seeing is where the hell is The Last Night? Like I know there was stuff going on or whatever supposedly, but where the hell is that game? Because that thing looked like fire when we saw it years ago, and it's just dropped off completely.
Yeah. Oh. Hargeet, out of that list of games coming out or anything else, what are you looking forward to the most next year?
There's a lot coming next year. So first, you got to say, do I not look at GTA and say that that's going to be one of the most anticipated games? But even then, you have,
Is that your choice or because there's so many?
Man, it's a tough one because there's so many others as well.
Well, all right, set that one to the side and then choose.
Gosh. I don't know what's actually gonna make it, right? There's other games like Judas that look pretty good. And there's what was that Marvel game? Is it 1943 or something? Like I can't remember that.
Yeah, it looked good too.
But like that looked good, and like again, there's so many. We don't know the full release schedule, right? And like so it's hard to tell which one. Just looking at the Xbox lineup, Clockwork, is like right up my alley. That sounds like an Outer Worlds type game. Like, oh yeah, bring that. Like, come on, right? Fable, right? So there's so and like like that. Like Crimson Desert looks very good
choice
for
there.
those who haven't tried it yet. It's like again, there's so many, and it's hard to tell because we don't have full release dates. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one to nail down to one game. I'm not even looking at like Halo, Gears, Forza, right? But, and E-Day is probably going to be a fun game to play, man. But like it's hard to tell, right? Like, so, given I don't know everything that's out there, I'll probably narrow it to Fable, but that could easily be switched to something else, given the potential for so many games to come out next year. So we will see, but I'll say Fable for now.
Very good. Very good. Another one they brought up in the chat
Wolverine
was
doesn't look bad either, by the way. And I don't know Nintendo's lineup, but I have a feeling there's going to be a mainline Zelda or Mario. And if that comes out, that automatically becomes like my top choice. And so if you give me a mainline Zelda, oh my goodness, that like shoots up to the top. Right. Mario is also pretty damn good. But so I don't know the full lineup. That's the thing. So
Yep. Here's the Spine game that looks really good that he was talking about. I'm looking forward to that.
That's what this is?
Yeah. It's kind of like what was it? Gung Fu is what they call it.
Yeah.
Type game. Yeah, it looks really cool. And of course, E-Day, Fable, E-Day. There's so many great games coming, man. Next year's going to be just off the chain. And I can hardly wait to be in LA for the show this year. Is going to be fucking off the chains. If everybody else gets to make it out to LA for the Summer Game Fest, let us know. We'll definitely do a meetup for sure. I know me and Hargeet will be there for sure, and probably Mr. Boomstick and Kay Asante and Everborn Saga is going to try and make it this year. Hopefully Silent, hopefully you can make it this year. That'd be awesome. Maybe.
I would love to. I gotta check the scheduling and see, because I'm pretty sure that we're celebrating my mother-in-law's 70th during the summer, which I think lands right around the same time in June. So we'll see. Well, it would be awesome to go though. I've missed it like every year. And I missed it back in the day, back when we were podcasting like in 05, 06.
Mm-hmm.
I missed those couple meetups back when we were doing the Gamers Pubcast too. So it would be great. It's been like 20 years in the making.
Yeah, for real. For sure. It would be great to have you there. That's for sure. But there's lots of great stuff coming. Lots of great people that are going to be there. Like I said, got to meet Paris Lily this last year there in person, which was great. Got to meet King, all the Iron Lords in person. It was fantastic. And yes, King and Addict are huge, over 6 foot tall. They're awesome guys for sure, but big hearts, big men. That's all I can say. They're super, super nice guys. And Hargeet did a lot of work for them too, which you'll probably be doing again for them. A lot of great stuff. So over 310 people watching us here live. Thank you all so much for being here. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you being here. Make sure there's no more super chats in the can. No, it looks like we're all caught up. BT Maverick, becoming a member. Thank you so much, BT. We appreciate you so much. We really do. But yeah, it's been a great show. And next week will be even more fun. More stuff coming out as we get closer and closer to some events that are coming up. Next month should be a big event coming up. I can't even talk. Hargeet. And in 2 weeks, we're going to do it. Well, we'll do our normal show, but during the show, we're going to be trying to raise a little bit of money for Toys for Tots, but we'll get into more of that. And we're going to have a couple of different ways people can pitch in to make it easy and simple. Even going to do a PayPal drop if you want to. And all the money that goes in there is going to be directly, because like right now, if you do it on YouTube, which is great, it's appreciated, but Google gets a big cut of it. But the PayPal direct part will strictly be in hopefully small denominations. We're talking like a couple bucks here and there, but all adds up. That's the point. And of course we'll read out. We'll make it a fun show, and then we'll definitely have pictures of the stuff that where your money goes to for that, which will be cool for the Toys for Tots that are coming up in the holiday season. But we'll get into that in a couple of weeks as far as working out the definition stuff like that. And then of course our friend Farq is in the chat. He's at it again. Farq, I got. What does that say? Don't leave Bram Stoker behind. Anyway, thanks. I'll definitely donate. Well, I appreciate that, Farq. But I will be actually, Farq, I'm gonna be hitting you up. I got some ideas of some art that I need your creative input on, and I actually would like I need you to design your own emoji. I want the Farq emoji that I can put on here for everybody to use. That's right. Farq. Gonna have it. We're gonna use it. 307 people watching us live. Man, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And like I said, next week's show is going to be a good one, so stick around for that. We're going to go around the horn, let everybody know where they can reach out to. Silent Cypher. Silent, please tell everybody where they can reach out to, where they can find you, what you're going to be on. Coming back on again? Hopefully you'll come in the future, right? You'll be back, won't you?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, whenever the schedule works out and you're willing to have my bad takes that apparently upset some folks here and there about Halo especially. But no, thank you for having me. It's always good hanging out with you guys. Hope that I see you guys before the end of the year, but if not, obviously happy holidays. But where you can find me probably Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Discord, Xbox primarily, all as Silent Cypher. Feel free to shoot me messages on there. I think you can add me on Steam also. I think it's Silent Cypher or Blue Dude. So feel free to add me on there too if you want.
Send him dirty games.
Yes, send me lots of dirty games. That'll be super fun for my son to jump into and be like,
the monkey, Dad. What's that game?
Yeah, he's looking
like monkeys, Dad.
Pal World, and he's like, wait, what's Pocket? But oh no, son, no.
Daddy, what's Pocket Pool? All right, anyway.
But yeah, so obviously find me there. Hopefully here pretty soon we'll be doing our Wednesday shows again.
Nice.
Xbox International. We've kind of been on a hiatus because all of our schedules have just been shit, and it's been really difficult for us to kind of all get together. I've been doing a couple morning shows with Crazy Louie, just to kind of get back into the swing of things because it's been a long time. And then find me every other Friday, of course, over at Mr. Boomstick's channel, Breakfast with Boom, talking. Oh, Jesus. Pocket Pool. They made Pal World. Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Yeah. Get a grip on that handle.
So you'll find me there. And then, of course, I think here in a week or so, we're starting back up on Fright Nights with Ferocious Fee.
Nice.
On Friday evenings. So I'll be hanging out with Fee and Fuzzy and probably Presto again, talking some horror movies. So yeah, anywhere you see me, or if you see me in chats, always say hi. Always good to see all the familiar faces out there in the community.
Hell yeah.
Great community.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Silent Cypher, thank you again so much for joining us tonight. Love having you on, as always.
Thank you.
Anyway, so Hargeet Chani, please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you on Discord, all about your book, and of course, here is Hargeet's YouTube channel right there. So right there, if you want to hold up your phone, scan that, you can definitely get that going as well. Oh, sorry, our Jedi. Go ahead, Hargeet.
My channel is Hargeet Chani 1 on YouTube. And then if you want to pick up my book, shop.chani.us. I'll be on with Fonz on Tuesday, 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And then with Boom on Wednesday, 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time on Double Barrel Gaming. And then I think we'll be back this Friday with C Money and Doodle. We're off this because it was Halloween. And then they didn't want to do something Saturday because they usually start their holiday stuff. So, so they got, all their other, Christmas tree stuff and all that stuff going on, whatever. Right. So anyway, so that kind of took away this weekend, but hopefully we'll be back this coming Friday, 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time on Point for Gamers, and we'll be back next week to talk about how Xbox is dead.
Xbox is dead. Oh, I heard that. I've heard that for sure. Fargu, thank you, sir. Excellent show, gents. Excellent show. Well, you make it excellent by being in our chat, sir. So please continue to join us there as well.
Sending those horrifying pictures of me as Satya Nadella.
What? Those were fake?
The slander.
Just kidding. Oh, shit. Well, thank you all again for joining us here on the Gamers Council. Bye.
Game over.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back rib chili, baby back.